But seriously, is it any good? All right, guys, welcome back. I am Ben with Run Slow to Run Fast. Today we are talking about a new product that I've tried out. It's called CARBOROCKET. So I wanted to give you my thoughts on this. I just recently got a sampler pack from them. So it has some post-workout, some pre-workout, and then some intra-workout nutrition. Before we get going, be sure to like and subscribe to this video if it's your first time visiting this channel. It really helps me out a lot. I post all sorts of videos related to gear, adventures, training, all that sort of stuff. So if you want to tune in and follow along, be sure to like and subscribe to this video. Again, it helps me out a lot and I really appreciate it. All right, today we are talking about the CARBOROCKET line of products. This is one that I've been getting ads for on Facebook, Instagram, that sort of thing, and wanted to just try them out and see if they were any good. I got an offer, just to pay for shipping, and they would send me basically 2 of each of their products. So just to give you a sense of what I have, so it's CARBOROCKET, Fuel Smarter, Go Farther. There's basically 3 products that I tried from them. The first one is called Rehab. It's a post-workout recovery drink. There's also a pre-workout one called Rocket Red. This is supposed to be, something that you take before either a workout or a run, an intense run, something like that. And then the last one, this is called CR33, CARBOROCKET 333 Half Evil. Basically, it's an all-in-one endurance formula, similar to Tailwind or something like that you might be familiar with, something like Scratch or a lot of these other companies that do that sort of thing. This one is unique in that it's 333 calories, so quite a lot comparatively. Most of the things like Tailwind and others, they're usually about 100, 150 calories, somewhere along those lines. The difference is this one you have to mix into 20 to 24 ounces of water, whereas the other ones usually say somewhere between 8 and 12. So it's kind of like a double dose of your standard work, endurance nutrition that you would see. So let's go through these one by one. I will start with the best and go to basically my favorite, and then work my way down to my least favorite. So my favorite one is the Rehab. This is the post-workout drink. They sent me 2 different flavors, and I've actually had these once before in a different sampler pack that was just the post-workout. So this is the second time I've tried the post-workout. But this one, they've got 2 different flavors that they sent me again. So the first one is Horchata, which is like a Mexican rice milk and cinnamon type drink, if you're familiar with that. And then the second one is chocolate coconut. So just to give you a sense, both of the flavoring on both of these is really, really good. You just kind of mix it in with 8 to 12 ounces of whatever you prefer, whether that's milk or almond milk or even just water, I'm sure is fine. And one of the neat things about this and one of the nice things about it is that this is micronized. Ultimately, what that means is it's not just a powder, it's like ultra, pulverized. So that it's very, very fine. So when you pour it into your drink, you don't have to mix it up with a blender or shake it up or things like that. You can literally just pour it into whatever milk you want and stir it up with a spoon, and it dissolves and mixes very, very well. So that's one of the nice things about this product. Let's talk about the actual nutrition of these. So this one, 124 calories, 23 carbs, 8 grams of protein, only 3% sodium, a little bit of potassium and magnesium, and that's basically it. So it's mostly dextrose with some whey protein and then a few other amino acids and that sort of thing. And a few fillers, but nothing too bad. So the only thing that I would say about this as far as a post-workout, I think 8 grams of protein is pretty light. Now, if you're mixing it with a glass of milk, cow's milk, then you're probably going to, up that protein count quite a bit. And maybe that's what it's intended for. But 124 calories is pretty light, 23 carbs, that's not very much. So that's the main kind of thing that I would say that this is lacking is, I wish it had a little bit more protein to be able to rebuild some of that muscle breakdown that you have. Now, I know that there's some runners and YouTubers out there that say, oh, you don't need protein, that sort of thing. But in my belief is that you do. I generally shoot for 15 to 20 grams of protein at least once I'm done with a hard workout at least. So this doesn't quite have that. Again, you can get it by mixing it in with something else. It's kind of low on the sodium as well. Usually for me, when you're working out really hard, you're losing a lot of that salt in sweat. So it's good to be able to replenish that and helps you with rehydrating. So I would like to see a little bit more of that. So that's basically the post-workout product. I really like this. This is actually my favorite of the 3 different products that they've sent me. So I do like this one quite a bit. And if it wasn't so expensive, I'd probably buy this more. There are a lot of deals that they run, being a fairly new company, and they're trying to get their name out. So you'll see some 20-25% off deals from them. So maybe at that price point, it's a good deal. But the flavoring, again, is really good. This is my favorite of the 3 products. All right, we're gonna move on to my second favorite now, and that is the half evil. So if you see what they're doing there, 333, you double that, you get 666, number of the beast, whatever you wanna call it. So they call it half evil, and the reason they call it that is because it's 333 calories. So a lot of calories in there. And this one has 82 carbohydrates with 21 grams of sugar, and about 430 milligrams of sodium, which is about 20% of your daily value. So that's basically what it is. It's carbs and a little bit of salt, and that's pretty much all you get with it. I will say that the flavor that they sent me, there were a couple of different flavors that I could choose from, but this was the only one that was in stock. There were 2 or 3 flavors that were not in stock. So I got this black cherry. Cherry is usually not my favorite flavor, but figured I'd go with this one. And actually the flavoring is pretty good. One of the things that it touts on the back is that it's supposed to be very light and smooth. So when you're running, you don't really want something that's too heavy. You want to be able to still feel light and have the energy that you need. So this, I would say, definitely fits that bill. When I used it, I didn't use the whole packet because it's pretty big. And I thought 333 calories was a lot for what I was doing on the day. I did about 5 miles, but it was a mountain run, so it took a little bit longer, about an hour or so. So it did, it did suit my needs on that particular day, but I used about 2/3 of the packet instead of the full thing. And mixed it with about 20 ounces of water, and it mixed really well. And again, I thought the flavoring was really good. It does have a light flavor, not overly sweet or anything like that. So it is more, in my opinion, more flavorful than Tailwind, which is one of its main competitors. So that's definitely a good thing. It does also have some amino acids, which again helps with muscle breakdown that happens when you're doing an endurance or strength type event. One of the things that it says on here as far as instructions is that you can use this and just basically throw away your gels and use only this for workouts from 3 to 4 hours. In my opinion, this is not going to get you through 3 to 4 hours of endurance out of it. That is a long time, and generally speaking, when you're looking at 3, 4, 5 hours, you want to shoot for 200 to 300 calories. Everybody's a little bit different. For me, when I'm doing those longer events, I do shoot for about 300. I use a little bit of Tailwind, I use a little bit of gels to be able to meet that for me, and that helps me to keep going and feel strong, especially at the end of my runs. So I don't think this is quite suited for 3 to 4 hours. That's getting you 100 calories or even less per hour, which just is not enough. But again, I do like this product. I think that's the second favorite. And then lastly, we're going to talk about this Rocket Red. Rocket Red, what it's supposed to be is basically a nitrous oxide booster, which delivers more oxygen to your muscles to be able to help you work harder, run farther, have more stamina, that sort of stuff. I will say, so there's not a lot in here. There's only 38 calories in here. It's about 6 grams of carbohydrates. It's mostly beetroot juice powder, and then it's got some pomegranate and cherry in it as well. The flavoring, if you've ever had beet juice, and that's something, beet juice in and of itself is something that's supposed to help boost your nitrous oxide levels. So for me, when I'm preparing for a race, usually I buy a bottle of beet juice and just drink a glass of it every day leading up to my race to be able to help with that. I'm not sure that having just one of these, let's say, I've got a race coming up 3 weeks from now and I take it 30 to 45 minutes before, like the instructions say to, I don't know that that small of a dose is going to be able to help boost your nitrous oxide output to be able to give you the strength that you need for that race. I don't think you're going to see any additional benefits by taking just one. I do think if you were to go on a regimen where you took this every day for a week, you might see more benefits from it. But again, I don't think just one is going to do the trick. As far as flavoring goes, as I was mentioning before, if you've ever had a glass of beet juice, it's very potent and bitter. Not something that I enjoy taking those, but I know that there's some benefits to stamina and nitrous oxide. So, and I actually do feel that in the races or the longer events that I do. With this one, again, I didn't feel that benefit, but I will say that the flavoring is a little bit better than that. It is still bitter. It's not something that you're going to enjoy drinking. So I think that's kind of a neat, innovative product, something that you don't see a lot of in the running nutrition world or endurance nutrition world. So it's neat that they're at least giving it a shot. I just don't know that this is the right application for that. So again, kind of a cool company, something that's new on the market. You might have seen some ads for them as well. It's called CARBOROCKET. You can pick up a sample pack, I think, for about $10 if you see one of their ads. So it gives you 2 pre-workouts, 2 post-workouts, and then that half evil at 333 that I mentioned to you. Kind of a cool company, again, based out of Salt Lake City, which is actually where I'm based out of. So I'm not sure that I saw why my shipping cost was $10 because it's probably 15 miles down the road from me. But kind of a cool product, something that you might want to try out, at least just to see if you personally like it. I always like to see new and innovative products coming to the running world. So hopefully you like this video and got something out of it, and it motivates you to at least give some of their products a try, just to see if you personally like it. Interested to hear your thoughts and comments, so certainly leave a comment and let me know if you enjoyed this type of video. Again, like and subscribe. Really helps me out a lot when you do that. I'm trying to boost my subscribers, and really thank you guys for following along with this channel. And remember, run slow to run fast, and thanks. Have a great day.